What's going on, guys? Salute to everyone that's tuning in. In this video, I'm going to talk about Tia Mowry. I've made videos about Tia Mowry, a commentary about her before, but in this situation, it's going to be more of a discussion, especially now that she's speaking out, not speaking, but she's answering questions about this so-called new boyfriend. I made a video about this relationship, and I surmise that it's basically a PR relationship because you never see these two together. Like, even with these photos here, it just doesn't look very genuine. It really doesn't. This looks like the photo op that we saw when they first, quote unquote, went public. I feel like she's hiding something in this relationship. This is why I think that Corey continues to win. It's almost like she's in this relationship, but not enough to where she's replacing Corey. See, when you get divorced and you choose to walk away from your marriage, you was with this guy for a very long time, and it looks like it's intentional. You're intentionally walking away from your husband, then you must have a plan. Obviously, she had one, but the plan hasn't worked. So now she gets into a relationship with a younger guy who apparently is a teacher and an artist, I believe. Now, he's not a booked and busy type of guy. So how come we never see them around each other? We never see them around each other. I have seen her recently around Corey. Corey, I believe one of their children had a birthday party. Corey was there. They looked like a happy family, So when I see her answering these questions, all of a sudden, not only I think she did an interview and she spoke about it, but also TMZ was waiting outside to talk to her. It's always media, right? Wouldn't be surprised if she tipped off TMZ that of course she's scheduled to be there for an interview, but told them to come out there. I don't know if they was out there waiting for her to come out. Maybe they were, I don't know. But I just think that she's going above and beyond to prove to people that she has a man. She's going through this midlife crisis, and that's what this is. She's going through a midlife crisis, and somebody needs to be honest with her. I think the problem with her is that she's not listening to them. You can't just divorce a guy you were with for almost 2 decades and then think that you're just going to find somebody else. She should actually listen to a lot of single women. They will tell you it's very slim pickings out here. But when you're a woman like Tia and you're going through a midlife crisis, she was never able to experience being single in the social media age. This is why marriage to me is a joke. It really is, because a woman can just pick up one day and say, you know what? I don't want to be married anymore. Right? You see, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times when a man makes a commitment to a woman, he's with that woman for the foreseeable future. He doesn't have one foot out the marriage. As we've recently seen with LeVar Ball and his now ex-wife. They were together for over 30 years, 3 sons. She has a health issue. He helps her get back to full strength. Oh, I'm assuming full strength. I don't know. I'm assuming, for her to just leave the marriage, obviously she's feeling good about herself. And then he has a health issue. He has, so, and then she's ready to leave, right? So let's get into this article for Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry has found new love. The actress sat down with SiriusXM's Today Show Radio, where she opened up about her new boyfriend, Javon Williams, revealing he's a teacher, an artist, and an avid reader, which again, I don't understand why they can't be around each other. It's not like he's a guy that's, constantly traveling and busy, but you never see them around each other. She describes some of the things they do together, including meditating at a Buddhist temple every Wednesday and reading before going to bed. She shared that they have kids around the same age. He's a wonderful human being, Mowry added. His emotional intelligence, it's amazing. Why don't y'all hear it for yourself?
I think people were really cheering when they saw that you posted that you found love again.
And I was debating. So his name is Jaye, and he is a teacher. He also has his master's. He studied in France. He's an artist. He's an avid reader. And some of my favorite things that we do together is we will go to a Buddhist temple and we will meditate. We meditate every Wednesday. He will read to me like at night before we go to bed. And the books that we're reading is about co-parenting. Like, he has 2 kids. Our kids are around the same age, 15 and 8, boy and a girl. And he is just, he's a wonderful human being. And I mean, some of the things that he just says, like, is, how can I support you? Like,
wait, can I just ask? You know, because
like, it's his emotional intelligence it's amazing.
Okay, so we know that Sierra had a prayer, right?
Yes, I manifested this.
That's what I want to know.
I did. So I was telling the girls earlier, my crew, basically what I did last year was a friend of mine had told me to listen to music, put some candles on, and just write out a list of what you would like in a partner.
Now, mind you, this is a 40-something-year-old woman that was married for almost 2 decades. You know what's funny? Why don't other women follow that? So she manifests a 30-something-year-old single dad. That's how she makes it seem like he's a single dad. He could be having shared custody with his children's mother. I don't know, but he's a teacher and an artist. So he's a regular guy. So you manifested a younger, regular guy, right? That's what she manifests. You know what's funny? I think she's probably been talking to this guy for years. Probably after she broke up with Corey. But she did not want to go full into this relationship because she thought she could do better. And when she realized she couldn't, that is when she decided to hop into this relationship. Because again, these women, like the guy that these women ultimately choose, is usually the guy that was always there. That dude had probably been around her for a while, for years, even before her and Corey separated. She knew who he was. She knew who he was. And then once she got divorced and dated and realized that she didn't have the options that she thought she did, then she gets into this relationship with Giovanni, right? That's what happens when you don't have the options you think. That dude's he's probably been around. Okay. She didn't, I mean, now she'll tell you the origin story of they just met randomly one day. I don't believe that. She just don't. Tia seemed like she's a person who likes control. I think she likes control. And, meeting and dating a guy randomly doesn't seem like something that's in control for her. Right. And that's what a lot of women, y'all see these women pop out with these dudes, not understanding that she knew that dude. He had been in a friend zone for a while, right?
And I'm glad that it came around the time that it did, because I really wouldn't have known what I wanted 3 years ago. I really needed to sit in solitude and learn who I am first, before I even figured out what it was and what it is that I want. So I did do that. And not only did I do that, I'm a huge believer in neuroscience. I study a lot about the brain and just visuals and meditation. So I would literally close my eyes and I would meditate about my partner, and I would meditate about the feeling that I would want to feel. And the feeling was my nervous system being safe. And that's exactly what he does. He's amazing. He's so wonderful. So
now again, all of that just to get into a relationship with a guy who's younger than her. He's a regular guy, a teacher and an artist. How long do y'all think this relationship is going to last? Y'all let me know in the comments. She then revealed that she manifested her relationship, saying that last year a friend told her to listen to music, put some candles on, and just write out a list of what you would like in a partner. So I'm glad that It came around the time because I really wouldn't have known what I wanted 3 years ago. I really needed to sit in like solitude and like learn who I am first before I even figured out what it was and what it was and what it is that I want. So I did do that. And not only did I do that, I'm a huge believer in neuroscience. The 47-year-old continued. So I would literally close my eyes and I would meditate my partner and would meditate about the feeling that I would want to feel. And the feeling was my nervous system being safe. And that's exactly what I guess he does for her. She thinks he's amazing and so wonderful, right? Listen, for her sake, I hope it works out. I really do. Because this woman ruined her marriage just so she can go out there and be in these streets. So I'm not one of these people here that's going to say, I hope it doesn't work, it's going to fail. For her sake, it better, because she's doing these interviews and she's bigging him up like that. I hope it don't go south. And guess who they're going to blame? Guess who they're going to blame if this relationship doesn't work? Do you really think they're going to blame Tia Mowry for if this relationship fail? They are not going to blame her if this relationship fail. You know who they're going to blame? They're going to blame Giovanni. They're going to say he's the problem. You need to get rid of him, just like they did with Corey, right? This is why I say Corey winning, right? Because if she truly wanted to be with this guy like that, they would be around each other. They would act like a couple. They'd be out and about. They'd be going to events together. But we rarely, if ever, see them together. Only time we see them together is for photo ops. And people say, well, maybe she wants a private life. Tia Mowry wants a private life? I don't think so. This woman had a whole reality show. A private life. Come on, man. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts later for sure. Make sure y'all subscribe to all my social media platforms. Links down in the description box. And I'll see y'all next one.